let's go ahead and get on with it. So, Money in the Bank is finally here, and it starts to later on today. I'm Prime. Woo! The Prime is actually um, the what do you, one of the sponsors of WWE nowadays, so it's kind of cool. Anyways, so if you don't notice something new, I got myself my first uh, WWE shirt in years. It costed me a bit. Uh, I think I got via Honey uh, this thing. Yeah, I can get up to 5%. So I happened to get some few dollars off the deal. Anyways, so today is Money in the Bank, and it is the poster itself is Jay Uso, the Yeet in the Bank, or whatever. Uh, Brands is SmackDown and Raw. I would probably say nowadays I am more like a Raw guy. Uh, Besides SmackDown, I do like NXT also. They have tomorrow NXT Heatwave in Toronto also, where Lola Vice is trying to become a champion for her first time. And I would say this, finally, finally, she is in a title match. Anyways, the host of Money in the Bank will be none other than WWE Hall of Famer and Toronto native Trish Stratus. And she said it's it's going to be Stratusfaction. uh, yeah. Let's go on down to storylines. Yeah, 5 matches on this card. So it starts with the Money in the Bank ladder match for the men, which is kind of interesting for me. That it doesn't maybe start with the women or some other things like some of these. But yeah. Okay, Jay Uso versus Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade versus Chad Gable versus LA Knight, yeah, versus Drew McIntyre. So, who do I think gonna win this? In terms of the poster alone, it will be Jey Uso, but if not Jey Uso, then Drew McIntyre. Or yeah, that are the ones I would say are more guaranteed to happen to win. But since like it's somewhat scripted, so the fans themselves don't really know who is chosen to win. But there has been times uh, where it has basically been complete random to where the wrestlers themselves went against the idea of there being a specific winner, and they basically trying to battle it out. But yeah, I feel that with Chad Gable, he won't win because of Wyatt 6 may interfere, and since it's a no disqualification match, he will probably be taken out, or I don't know, maybe kidnapped. That would be funny. Uh, LA Knight, I think Logan Paul may interfere to distract him. Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, maybe, I think will, uh, yeah, argue or something. So it leaves Jey Uso or Drew McIntyre for me to win. I do not know if it's really gonna happen, but yeah. But those two are my picks for the match. Um, all right, the women's match of Money in the Bank ladder match. Io Sky versus Chelsea Green, something like that, versus Lyra Valkyria versus It's Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi versus Zoe Stark. Um, how do I see this going? I don't really know. Um, I guess it's between. I I guess it will be between Chelsea Green or Tiffany Stratton in the end, because they are kind of some of the favorites in WWE nowadays. Uh, hmm, okay. Uh, yeah, the C's. The C is basically the champions. Oh, this is kind of cool. So Damian Priest being the champion and former Money in the Bank winner. Uh, he giving Seth Rollins a last chance match for the World Heavyweight Championship. And it says here is if Priest wins, Rollins can never challenge for the title again for as long as Priest is champion. But hear this. If Priest, no, if Rollins win, Damian Priest has to leave the Judgment Day. That's, yeah, that is a stipulation because they have interfered a lot in past matches. I do understand why though, but yeah, it gets tiring over time. Um, who am I gonna pick to win this? Honestly, I would say Seth Rollins doesn't need to win this. I mean, based off, he has won so much before, and like, well, on a human level or whatever, away from wrestling, uh, he kind of deserves a break from uh, from WWE. With the same as his wife Becky Lynch, who lost to Liv Morgan. Um, I really don't like choosing too much, but I see the pros and cons for each. I do like Priest, but the thing is, if Seth Rollins wins and he has to go away from Judgment Day, what will then happen to the Liv Morgan Dominic story? That is what I am wanting to find out. So I don't know. Uh, so it is kind of whatever for me on that match because in a way I like to see both things happen. Oh, by the way, on the first match, something that I just remembered where while wearing this shirt, CM Punk. So Drew McIntyre has been screwed by CM Punk twice, I think. Yeah, twice. In former matches, and he was taken out, but Drew McIntyre kept kind of like a armband like this or something similar to that of the names of CM Punk's dog and AJ Lee, and that means AJ Lee gets added to the story, which means she may interfere and cost the match to where Jay Uso, Carmelo Hayes, or Andrade or LA Knight will win. I do think Chad Gable will be sort of taken by Wyatt 6. I'm not sure. But yeah. Uh, anyways, it's gonna be an awesome match to see. Um, okay, I am on match 4, just so I remember. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. This will be a hell of a match and a really, really tough match because of um, how insane Braun Breaker is, his speed and strength is so unnatural for his size, I would say. Uh, yeah, it's just a regular singles match, which is kind of cool, but I kind of prefer the more hardcore matches or where you are allowed to use tools or so-called weapons as they call it, or I like to see a kendo stick match or something like that. But I'm gonna go for Sami Zayn because I don't want Sami to lose his title. All right, the headline match. Um, mm, I had something between my teeth. All right, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline, or you can call it the modern Bloodline. Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu, and Tangaloa. So with Bloodline, they are all in the same family. So if you were to go here, so that is Yokozuna. Oh, cool. Fatu, Leone. Yeah, Fatu. I think Solo and Jacob are brothers, maybe. Or Tungaloa. I'm not sure how it all lines up, but basically, well, the whole of the bloodline are like bloodline family, and they basically, well, uh kicked what is his name again, Paul Heyman, out of the bloodline by smashing him through announcer's table. Happened, I think it was 1 week ago, because he didn't look at Solo as the new head of the table, so he didn't acknowledge him. And so basically, yeah, you could say in a sense that that costed him his life, but that would be maybe a bit too extreme to say. Uh, Basically, what I mean is he was sent to the hospital, and actually Roman Reigns was kind of worried about him. So all I know is that he checked on him at the hospital. Anyways, I want Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens to win the match. So there you have it, guys. That's my that is my predictions on Money in the Bank 2024. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching me, well, ramble on and voicing my predictions and thoughts I have with the upcoming event. Bye, guys.